On BBC Radio Sheffield, I was talking a little bit earlier to my friends, the panel, about the whole business of what we talk about when we dream and what we dreamt about last night, and they were discussing some of their dreams, which was great fun. American researchers have been saying they intend to record and interpret dreams electronically. The scientists are saying that they developed a system that's capable of recording higher-level brain activity, which they say could be used to study how and when dreams occur. Ian Wallace is a professional dream psychologist. He joins me on the line now, and also on the line is the dream interpreter, Mick Frankel. Ian Wallace, what do we know about dreams that people dream and what it tells us about them?
Dreams are hugely important to us, Ronnie. What a dream is, people get very confused about what a dream is, but all a dream is a story that you create to express your unconscious self. And as you do that, people always ask, why do we dream? What's the point of dreaming? And we dream to remember who we really are and to understand who we can become.
And how do you go about, as it were, explaining them to ourselves? How do we explain them to ourselves?
When we look for meaning in the dreams, we're always trying to tell ourselves a story, and dreams talk in a different language to the one that we're using right now, speaking in English. We dream in imagery and metaphor, so we have to have some understanding of the images, the symbols, the metaphors. You've been speaking about poppies on the show this morning.
Yeah.
And a poppy is a symbol of both sleep and death. So it's a symbol of dreaming too, because the opiates in poppies send us to sleep. You're also talking to Ruth Carney earlier on about her role in Dorothy. In Dorothy, she would have gone through the deadly poppy field in The Wizard of Oz, which made people fall asleep as well. So we just go deeper and deeper into these images, and it's our natural instinctive language is to talk in images and metaphors and idioms. And by listening to what the dreamer is saying, then we can start to let the meaning just emerge from the dream for them and realise the story that they're telling themselves.
So, when I was talking to one of my guests this morning, who was telling the story of a dream from last night which featured David Cameron, the Prime Minister, who was dressed entirely in yellow, and she herself was, I think she was trying to find a blue nightie, and they were heading off to a hotel somewhere. She was very clear to say it wasn't an erotic dream, but she couldn't quite make sense of it. Can you untangle it for her?
When we dream of a leader, someone like David Cameron, then it's always about trying to make a decision for our own self. We look to our leaders to make our decisions. So, dreaming about David Cameron, there's some decision that your friend has to make, and because he's dressed in yellow, it's something to do with making something, creating something, and doing that in an optimistic, happy manner. So she's trying to decide what will make her happy, and she's dressed in a blue nightie, and blue is often associated with just opening up and feeling a bit more wise and spiritual, and a nightie is quite an intimate garment. So the thing that will make her happy is expressing herself more individually and more intimately.
Thank you very much indeed. I'm also joined by the dream interpreter, Mick Frankel. Mick, can you help us with that dream first of all? Mick, can you help us with that dream?
Hello? Yeah. I was just going to say, I think Ian's done a tremendous job.
What should we do, Mick, in your view? Should we be writing our dreams down as we have them and making ourselves healthy that way? Or?
Yes, that's my first recommendation. If you're interested in dreams, bear in mind that when you start to work with dreams, it goes very deep. So this is not a trivial exercise. You know, you're taking on some serious work on yourself. But if you're willing to do that, yes, keep a notebook by your bedside. I've got a little pen with a light on it, so that if I do wake up in the middle of the night, or if it's in the morning and it's dark, I can write out what I remember of my dreams, and that really helps.
And is this your advice as well, Ian?
The easiest way to start working with your dreams, and I diverge from Mick here saying it's a really serious thing, dreams are such a natural thing that it shouldn't be a heavy responsibility to work with your dreams. They're really joyful and natural and instinctive. So the easiest way to work with your dreams is just as your head's hitting the pillow, just say to yourself, tonight I will remember some of my dreams. And then when you do wake up in the morning, you'll start to get maybe just some feelings before you get images, but you'll start to get some feelings and images coming back to you. And once you have those, you can hold that in your mind, you can write them down, you can record them. The American scientist who's come up with this idea of a dream recording machine, we've had a dream recording device for tens of thousands of years, and it's called a story. So that's all you need to do, is tell yourself the story of what's happening for you inside.
Thank you two very much indeed. That's wonderful.